only means 5.
This whole note section is about polygons. Okay? So first, a polygon is a geometric. Geometric. And I'm going to rewrite that.
Geometric.
Geometric. Figure. It's a geometric figure with at least 3 sides. So a geometric figure with 3 sides or more. These are classified by the number of sides. So what do we call a figure that has 3 sides? Triangle. A triangle. Notice it has the word tri at the beginning, which means 3. An angle, triangle, so 3 angles. And a triangle has 3 angles. A 4-sided figure.
Or square.
Quadrilateral.
Wait, never.
Quad means 4. 5-sided figure. Pentagon. Penta means 5. 6-sided figure. Hexagon. Hexa means 6. We're going to jump to an 8-sided figure, not because 7 doesn't have a name, but because we don't use them very often. 8-sided figure is an octagon.
What is this? I wrote oxygen.
Not oxygen, we breathe that.
Yeah, what is a 7-sided figure called?
It's a heptagon.
What?
That's why we see nobody knows what it is, so
It's
it's not on our list.
I have friends who have
7-sided figure is a heptagon. 10-sided figure is a decagon. 11-sided figure, 12-sided. Right, there's names for all these, but really the ones you need to worry about are 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8.
What's a 9-sided figure?
It's not a nonagon because a nonagon is oh no, it is a nonagon. Yeah, that's right, nonagon. Okay, so then we have these things called regular polygons, and this is an example of a regular polygon. What do you notice about the length of the sides of this regular polygon? Yeah, so do you remember how we represented equal side lengths? Yeah, we did the little thing.
Okay.
You got to make the noise. Yeah, there you go.
On my way down.
So that means those sides are the same length. So a regular polygon, all sides are equal length. All sides are equal length. There's another thing true about this. If all sides are equal on these, all angles are going to be equal, which could be represented by the whoop, 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 whoop. Is that our sound for that one? I don't know.
How would the two?
Yes, sir.
How would the two ones that on the right here? Okay, how are those equal to like the two you have?
We got to add one more phrase here. All angles are equal. So if it's a regular polygon, all angles and all sides are equal. Or what's our other word for equal?
Equivalent.
Start with a C.
Congruent.
Congruent. That is a regular polygon. So, are all hexagons regular polygons?
Wait, what?
Are all hexagons
No.
regular polygons?
No.
No.
Oh, some hexagons can have different side lengths. Like if I went here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like those aren't all equal side lengths and angles, but it's a 6-sided figure. So we call these non-regular. You could draw another one. You could say, what if it's like this? Gotta make the noise though. All the sides and angles aren't necessarily the same there. Angles for sure. So those are non-regular. I would add some non-regular ones. Because we have regular ones that are all equal and non-regular that aren't all equal.
Nah, never mind.
Wait.
I'm hearing you guys are cutting this right here into 2 trapezoids. And you said a trapezoid is 360. So any quadrilateral, which a trapezoid is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. So we have 2 times our 360 gives us 720 degrees. And I think I should do that underneath. 2 times 360. Okay, another way, if you can't break it into quadrilaterals, what other shape could I break it into? Like multiple shapes.
Triangle.
I could break it into triangles. And what do we know about triangles?
They're 9. No, they're equal. 160. Yeah. 180.
180. How many triangles do you have?
4. 3.
4.
Six.
There's 4.
Well, it depends.
So 4
You could also
times
make triangles, right?
180 equals 720.
4.
So break it into quadrilaterals, break it into triangles, break it into something you know. I revert back to triangles because all shapes can be, all polygons can be broken into triangles. Not all of them can be broken into quadrilaterals. So when you think about this one here, you could break this into 2 quadrilaterals, or you could break it into 4 triangles, right? So we still get our, how many degrees?
Wait, it's 3 equals 720?
4 times 180.
That line is right there. I don't get it.
I'm just showing you the dash lines.
Yeah.
I'm just showing you if I cut it on each of those, I'd have 4 triangles, right?
Oh, wait.
If I cut this one off, that'd be a triangle, and then I'd have this one as a triangle, then I'd have this one as a triangle, and then I'd have this little guy. 4 triangles. Right? 1, 2, 3,
Oh, I was
4.
counting the yellow one.
Oh, sorry. Should I make it blue? Would that help? That help? All right. So we actually have a formula that helps us do this. To find the total number of degrees in any polygon, you can either, you can break it into triangles and then multiply how many triangles you have by, what are we going to multiply by?
180.
180 degrees, because if one triangle is 180 degrees. Or, if we know how many sides our figure has, we can use this formula. S equals n minus 2 times 180, where n, this n here is the number of sides. And S is the total number of degrees. So this formula is going to come in handy for us. Because if I said the figure has 10 sides, you could probably draw a 10-sided figure, right?
Yeah. What?
Could you draw a 10-sided figure? You probably could. Right? You could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I could break this into triangles. 1 triangle, 2 triangles, 3 triangles, 4 triangles, 5 triangles, 6 triangles, 7 triangles. Did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No, I don't know. The small one.
I counted 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 triangles there, right? Or 8 triangles?
Isn't it
Ah, 8 triangles. I counted it. I counted one twice. Okay? 10 sides, 8 triangles. You could do, then what you'd, for this number 1, you'd say, oh, it's 8 triangles times 180 equals,
Are we supposed to know that?
you could use a calculator. Thanks for checking my math. I did it in my head, so I wanted to make sure I was right. So a 10-sided figure is that. Or, what do you notice about this number right here? This 8. When I had 10 sides, 8 is how much less?
2.
2 less. So I could use our formula. S equals 10 minus 2 times 180. Which is the same as S equals 8 times 180. Which is exactly what we did up here. Because I could draw a 10-sided figure, but could you draw a 100-sided figure? You could. It'd be pretty hard, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So how many degrees are in a 100-sided figure?
100.
Put it in your formula. So 100 sides, we do S equals 100 is how many sides we have, minus 2 times 180. Can you put that into your calculator?
Is it always going to be 2?
It's always going to be minus 2.
Why is it
That's our formula. Because when you draw it, there's 2 sides that you're not going to use. Okay. So 100 minus 2 is 98 times 180.
17,640.
17,640 degrees. That's how many degrees are in a 100-sided figure. Now, you don't need to know that off the top of your head. You just need to know how to find that, right, Alex? You got that written down?